Day 1, teaching practice. I am very much looking forward to taking my first ever class. Galfast High seems like an excellent place to begin my teaching career, and the staff all seem very nice. I understand Mr. Carkdale has been here for 20 years, although I have as yet been unable to discover what subject he teaches. So, what do you teach, Mr. Carkdale?
Bastards.
One of the things I am particularly looking forward to is the witty staff room banter my mother has always told me so much about.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Morning. Morning. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
I met Mr. Humboldt and Mr. McGill on my preliminary visit last week. They seem like a couple of real characters. Literally anything could happen with those two around.
Dan, get us some coffee. Steak sugar. 3. Milk? Yeah, thanks.
Mr. Slat seems very efficient, and I think I made a good impression at our preliminary meeting.
Who are you?
I'm...
Oh, yes, everybody. You may have noticed a new face in the staff room. This is Ronald Langland, the student teacher we've been landed with. He'll be with us all week on teaching practice. Please remember, everyone's very busy with proper teaching, so think twice before you start up conversations or smile.
Right, yes.
I'm sure you'll do splendidly. Mr. Slat will look after you very well, whatever slight reputation you may have acquired for being a little tough at times.
Slight reputation.
Miss Travis?
In the mountains of South America, the Indians have a song about him.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I don't think exaggeration is really helping, Miss Travis.
Well, quite. I mean, one tribe. Led by an embittered lesbian woodwork teacher who simply had no sense of humor about her sexuality. I merely suggested at a meeting that she be clearly labeled, and all the kids agreed. Anyway, before I press on with the morning briefing, I believe the headmaster would like a word, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you. May I remind you of the somewhat delicate matter of Simon Tinkle? Simon was, I'm sure you recall, recently discovered by his friends in a toilet cubicle with a rather lurid periodical, engaged in what can only be described as reading one-handed.
Oh, I do that. I do it all the time in the bar.
Miss Trippley, I don't think...
Well, you have to, you see, because your other hand's all wet.
Miss Trippley, Mr. Kennedy is talking about the growing problem of self-abuse.
Oh, sorry, I'm terribly sorry, everyone.
Right, all right.
But I am trying to cut down.
Not you! Simon Tinkle!
Oh, right.
Now, obviously, Simon is suffering a certain degree of cruel and uncivilized playground commentary from his peers. I believe the latest ditty runs, "Buy a glove for the one you love." So, I feel it is up to us to provide a more enlightened lead. Carry on, Mr. Slat.
Right, I'll cover it tomorrow.
Excuse me. Where should I go now?
Who are you?
I'm the student.
Oh, yes. We'll sit down and I'll deal with you later. Okay, staff. Let's get out there and let's get teaching!
Sounds like the kids are coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Day 2, teaching practice. I am very much looking forward to taking my first ever class.
Morning.
Morning. Morning. Morning. Bollocks. Dan, get us a coffee.
Steak sugar.
3.
Milk.
Thanks.
In order to establish a better rapport with the staff, I have brought in some biscuits as a sign of goodwill. I would like to cultivate Mr. Humboldt, the head of PE, as I would like some advice on the circuit training I am hoping to do during my lunch hours. Custard cream?
Paper?
Thanks.
Listen, could I have a word?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Even although I haven't actually made it out of the staff room yet, I am already impressed that even before the bell rings, the teachers are discussing the work of the day.
Are you going out with Jeff from Business Studies?
Jeff, could you be serious, please?
So you're not, then?
Well, he's married.
Oh, right. Well, you know, just checking.
He's got no charisma, no dress sense, no conversation.
Well, exactly.
And trust me, no foreplay. What?
What did you say? What did the foreplay thing?
Well, obviously I have sex with him.
You have sex with him?
Yeah, well, you know how it is. It was late. Sex is the only reliable way to get a man to go home.
But he's only been here 6 months.
So?
Well, I've been working with you for a year.
What?
Well, you're not being fair, are you?
Fair.
Well, I mean, I heard you went on a date with Dave from Modern Languages.
Is it just a date? The only one I've slept with is Jeff from Business Studies.
Yeah, but Dave's only been here 2 months and he's already passed the date horizon. I mean, do you call that fair?
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realise there was a queue.
I'm not surprised, the speed it's moving.
Okay, fine.
And you went to the pictures with Raymond. He's only been here a week.
You're pathetic, needy, and you'll die alone in a big nappy.
So you care?
I have already got to know Susie a little, but I'd like to get to know Dan too. I'm sure we'll become great friends. Well, I certainly had a great time with Susie last night. Jammy Dodger?
Morning! Morning!
Nothing happened. I don't think he was that interested, to be quite honest.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. Perhaps he's gay.
Gay? Who's gay?
I hate homophobes.
Look, me too. Are they a new kind? Mr. McGill, I demand you tell me who's gay immediately.
Well, nobody.
Nobody. You mean the student?
Mr. Slatt?
Yes. Yes. What? Yes.
Well, I was just wondering when I could get my hands on some of the kids.
Right! If I could just have your attention, please. As you all know, I spoke to all the boys yesterday and successfully impressed on them the normal and healthy nature of the activity now largely associated with, and indeed now named after, Simon Tinkle. In the light of subsequent events, I of course wish I had added those crucial words, in private. I would like to extend a particular apology to Miss Tripley, who surprised a group of third formers she had initially supposed to be smoking. Miss Tripley, I can only imagine what you had to go through. Thank you all. And please carry on, Mr. Slatt. Talk to you tomorrow. Let's get teaching.
Sorry.
I am determined to get on better with Mr. Slatt, as he will be responsible for my report. I'm beginning to think that it is possible that he doesn't like me. Mr. Slatt?
Yes.
Would you like a chocolate finger? Day 3, teaching practice. I am still looking forward to getting out of the staff room and taking my first ever class. I still feel that somehow Mr. Slatt has formed a low opinion of me.
What are you doing, Eric?
I'm just working on a label, dear.
Can we have a word?
Well,
What am I supposed to do now, Dan? Have sex with you so you'll stop sulking?
well, it would be nice.
Okay, fine. Great. We'll have sex then, shall we? Just so you don't feel left out. Just because I feel sorry for you. How about Friday? A cold, meaningless, impersonal quickie.
Okay, then.
What?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? Well, think about it, Dan. Is that really going to make you happy?
Yes, absolutely.
I just sort of lie there with a book and you get done as quick as you can and remember to pull my nightie down afterwards. Now, come on, Dan, what do you really say to that?
Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate this.
I was expecting you to say that you've changed your mind and you no longer want to have sex with me. So say it, Dan. Now.
I've changed my mind and I no longer want to have sex with you.
Louder, more convincing.
I've changed my mind and I no longer want to have sex with you.
Is it my thighs?
Morning.
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 Morning. Dan, get us a coffee.
Did you take sugar?
3.
Milk?
Thanks.
Right, if I could have your attention, please. Concerning the unfortunate saga of young Mr. Tinkle and that daily more popular means of self-expression which has become his namesake. Now, yesterday, as you know, I made it clear to all the assembled first-form boys that the normal and healthy form of activity in question should perhaps be confined to the home. However, there have been a number of complaints from perturbed parents who experienced some shock and dismay during last night's screening of the popular television drama series Baywatch. I know that Mr. Slat... Mr. Slat?
What are you doing, Eric?
Nothing, dear, nothing at all.
You were feeling that young man's bottom.
I was not. I certainly was not.
You were? We all saw you.
I was leaning on it.
What?
I felt tired.
Don't lean on people's bottoms because you're tired.
Yes, fine, all right. What in fact happened was I was just moving my hand in the vicinity of his bottom, and it, snagged.
Snagged.
In the cleft. Look, not in the cleft as such. I was just...
Eric, has it really come to this?
Oh, for heaven's sake. Look, I'm moving away from him. I'm moving away from the general area of his bottom.
Watch your backs.
Anyway, Ronald, how's your mother?
Oh, she's fine.
I've known Ronald's mother for years, long before she became Director of Education.
What?
Hope you give us a good report, Ronald. Don't want you getting us closed down.
The director.
Don't want to get ourselves on the wrong side of this one, do we, Mr. Slat?
No, that isn't why you were groping him, was it?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I didn't even know. I had no idea. Though now that I do, would you mind if I just...
I knew it. I suppose I've always known it.
Carry on, everyone.
Tomorrow. Right, everyone, let's get out there and let's get sort of teaching or whatever.
He wants to feel my bottom. He's writing my college report, and he wants to feel my bottom. Oh.
Any problems?
No, I'm fine.
Good. Just a spot check.
Right.
So you're going to the toilet then?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Excellent. Get it done early. That's what I say. No point in going round all day all clenched.
No, quite. I'm sorry, Mr. Slat, but I really feel I ought to go.
Now, before you do, Ronald, there's a small matter I need to raise of great importance to both of us.
Right, yes.
Ronald, some teachers are gay. And let's be honest, some of those teachers are not a million miles away from this toilet cubicle.
I see.
But what does it matter? Is this a subject for silly and uninformed prejudice?
Oh, no.
And it would be unfortunate, wouldn't it, if any expression of such prejudice were to affect someone's professional future.
Professional future?
Oh, you know how these things happen. The wrong word in the wrong ear. Some of us have certain opportunities to do a degree of professional harm. I think you know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do.
Because, you know, I happen to think what men get up to, alone, together, is their own damn business.
Couldn't we just go for a drink?
A drink?
Just a drink.
Just a drink?
Just a drink.
That would be lovely.
Lovely, yes.
Just a drink, and no one says anything about anyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Friday night?
I look forward to it. There's one more thing I have to do, Ronald. Something of which I'm a little bit ashamed.
Yes?
Ronald, turn around.
Anyone in here? Just filling the kettle.
No, just me, that's all.
Sorry about this, but the ladies is right down the corridor. Are you all right? I do hope my husband hasn't upset you. He's been working very hard lately and...
Oh, hello, dear. There you are.
Eric, what are you doing?
Just supervising the student.
Day 4, teaching practice. I still have hopes of getting out of the staff room. However, certain aspects of my developing professional relationship with Mr. Slat are causing me some anxiety.
Midsummer Night's Dream, Friday night, meet me at the theatre.
The theatre?
Yeah, I thought we'd go to the theatre. First.
Dan, get us a coffee, milk, 3 sugars.
First of all, I fully comprehend that I was entirely at fault yesterday. Raising the subject of tinkling, as it is now known at assembly, was perhaps in itself ill-advised, but still more regrettable was my use of the words, get a grip. My apologies to all those present and to those who, from a distance, supposed the school to be beset by a minor earthquake. I also wanted to mention that our Director of Education, Mary Langland, will be dropping by the school today to visit her son, Ronald. Still a highly attractive woman, if I may say so, Ronald, so perhaps in the circumstances, it might be best to steer her clear of any of the male pupils. Carry on, Mr. Slat.
Just out of curiosity, what's the problem this time?
This is all your fault.
My fault?
You told me he was gay.
Who?
The student!
I was joking.
You mean he's not? But no. He said... And I said... Then he said... And I said... Oh, God.
Is there a problem between you and Ronald?
We're dating. What? We're dating. Don't you understand English?
How?
Well, obviously there's been a slight misunderstanding.
How can a slight misunderstanding result in two straight men going out on a date? No, actually, having seen most of your conversations, forget that question.
And the Director of Education for this entire area is about to walk into the school and discover that I've been sexually harassing her son, and I'm going to the woodwork department to saw off my head.
No, wait.
Thank you, Miss Travis, but I prefer to meet the situation with a fatal injury.
Stage 1. All you've got to do is meet with Mary Langland without giving the slightest indication that you are romantically involved with her son. Think you can manage that?
Yes. Yes, you're right. I can do it.
Oh, hello. I'm Mary Langland.
Mother.
Mother?
Mother?
Right, well, not a complete success with stage 1 then.
Hello. I'm Eric Slatt, Deputy Head.
Why did you call me Mother?
Well, you see...
I think I can explain,
Oh,
Mother.
God.
No, wait. Before Ronald says a word, you should hear this explanation first. No, sorry, can't think of one this time.
I've got it.
God, what? Really?
Before Ronald says anything further, Mrs. Langland, there's something you ought to know. I'm gay.
What? You're gay?
Indeed. I'm a complete and total homophobe.
Homosexual?
Well, whatever they... And you should also know, Mrs. Langland, that I mistook your son to be the same. I regret that, labouring under this misapprehension, I asked Ronald for a drink. Now, I appreciate that alternative sexuality causes many problems for narrow and blinkered minds, and if that is the case, then so be it. I'm at your mercy. But my only crime is to consider your son to be a deeply charming and attractive man.
Well, I don't quite know what to say. I'm a little surprised. Though obviously I've heard the rumours about you. Ronald, are you all right with this?
Well, yes, I suppose.
In that case, no problem.
No, Mother. Because there's something you don't know. I am gay.
Mr. Slatt, Eric, I want you to know that I find you every bit as attractive as you find me. I apologize for my earlier reactions. I was in denial. Thank you for making it possible for me to admit what I am. I hope you can forgive me, Mother, but I'll be having that drink with Eric.
Don't be silly, Ronald. Your father and I have always suspected. And all we want is your happiness. In fact, Mr. Slatt, I should be honoured if you would join us all for Sunday lunch.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible, you see, because I'm married. I'm married to Janet. Damn.
No, darling, it's absolutely fine. It hasn't really been working between us. We've just been good friends for years. Best of luck in your new life, darling. And Ronald, he needs a lot of loving.
I think there's something I really ought to say at this moment. Congratulations!
What on earth is going on in there?
How does your husband get himself into these stupid situations?
End of day 5, teaching practice. I have spent a most interesting week in the Galfast High staff room.
Night.
Night.
My only remaining worry is that since Eric met my mother, he has been avoiding me.
You might as well have this. Midsummer Night's Dream. Do you more good than me.
Thanks, Dan, but I'm not free tonight. I don't think.
Doesn't matter. Take it anyway. I'll see you around, Ronald.
Is something wrong?
Our love can never be. Please don't ask me to explain. It's a very complex fault, entirely mine. Apologize. Here is a pen.
But Eric...
A watch. A tie-pin. A paperweight with a compass in it.
I knew there was something wrong.
Cufflinks.
I suppose this means no drink.
Penknife.
Well, at least I finally told my mother. Thanks for that.
Sorry. About tonight.
Well, I've just been given an alternative anyway. I suppose I could make use of it. Goodbye, Eric. If you ever change your mind, call me.
Thanks.
You know, you handled that almost like a human being.
Yes, I suppose I did, really. I won't let that happen again.
Well, anyway, home time. I got in here at 6:30 this morning, worrying about a stupid decision of my own.
I'll be here till about midnight. Can't risk going home till Janet's asleep.
Well, I'm sure it'll all blow over. After all, you've just got out of the single most appalling situation even you've ever been in.
True. True.
Listen, speaking of getting out of appalling situations. Here, Midsummer Night's Dream. Keep yourself out of trouble for the evening.
Well, thanks, Miss Travis. Why not?
Another slice of the school life next Wednesday at 10:15. Next tonight on BBC One, the film thriller A Passion for Murder.